Alright guys, so we're going to do just a quick low combative demonstration, alright? I'm not going to obviously go into a whole lot of detail. If you want more details, join SEAL teams, make it through, and we'll give you all you can handle. But, so, going hands-on, right? All you guys are wrestlers here, you go hands-on with people, you're used to dealing with human beings. Same thing when you go on target, okay? You don't always go in on target and kill everyone, right? Sometimes you gotta take prisoners. Sometimes, you know, you gotta go in and put hands on the individual, right? So there's ways that we mitigate risk to us as operators in doing that, okay, effectively. So it all comes down to we're thinking shooters, right? So we assess the threat and we deal with it appropriately. So for different levels of aggression, there's different levels of compliance, there's different levels of aggression that we use for them, okay? So combatives is anything, it can be as simple as moving an individual, okay, from one side of the room to the other, or it can be a full-on fight for your life, everything in between. So if this guy is compliant, that's always the easiest option. We're going to give him a command, he's going to comply. If he wants to escalate from there, okay, if he's non-compliant, non-combative, maybe there's a language barrier or something like that, we don't necessarily need to hurt this guy, right? So we can just, but we do need to go make him comply, so put hands on him. That guy probably doesn't deserve a muzzle strike or something like that, right? Now you have the individuals that are trying to fight you, you know, for whatever crazy reason. So if that guy's looking like his posture is like he's going to try to fight me, I'm not going to come at him and be a fair fight.
Crazy, wasn't it? Crazy, wasn't it?
This is war.
What? Crazy, wasn't it?
So I'm not going to come in here and do a fist fight.
Worst squats I've ever done.
Yeah. I'm just going to lead with a muzzle strike. Okay? That is going to mitigate risk to me, okay, as the operator. If I go and throw a punch at this guy, close fist punch or something like that, I run the risk of breaking my hand. This muzzle, alright, tip of my barrel, made of metal. This weapon, this gun is a weapon even if you're not pulling the trigger. You smash someone in the face with the barrel of your rifle, it's going to be a really bad day for that individual, okay? And like I said, it mitigates risk to the operator. I can line up 100 people in a row, muzzle strike every one of them, and my hands feel great. So that's the tactic that we're going to use for that individual that has that aggressive posture, okay? And just coming up here.
Senior wrestler at 182 pounds, senior wrestler Tucker Wilson. Please come to the head table.
All right. Now you have the individuals that everything is fine until you put hands on them. They're not giving you that aggressive posture or anything like that. But then when you put hands on them, all of a sudden they're spazzing out, right? Freaking out. For that individual, we're going to go straight to our open palm strike, okay? Hitting with the meteor palm here, just like Boss Root. You guys are familiar with him? Meteor palm, right straight to the face, okay? And this is the immediate action. As soon as you feel any kind of resistance, this isn't, I'm not requesting him to comply. It's a demand. It's a command. I'm making it happen. All right? So if I go, obviously, to take him down and he wants to resist, I'm not playing that game. Coming straight over the top with that hard, fast strike right to the face. Okay? And I'm also not going to chase this guy around the room and doing this number. All right? I'm going to use it as to get him down and under control. All right? Now, if I strike him, and there's a few things that can happen. I can knock him out unconscious. That's easy, right? I can knock him down to the ground, which is where we're going anyway. Or, at the very least, it's a distraction, okay? For me,
Gabe Adams, Kentucky, 120 pounds.
And going for the takedown, right? You guys are all wrestlers
Mat 32,
here. You know,
Gabe Adams of Kentucky, Mat 32.
We're going to do that double leg. But instead, we're leading with that palm strike first, which I know might make wrestling a little easier, right? You get to smash someone in the face first, change levels, crash right into their face, and do that nice double leg. All right? And it's not a slap, okay? It's a good hard strike with the palm of your hand. All right? How'd that feel? Good? All right. So once we get this guy down, right? We do our strike, we come in, shoot for our double leg, all right? Now we need to control him on the ground. So once he hits the ground on his back, we're gonna just put our weight on him so that he doesn't pop back up at us, right? And I'm gonna do that a couple different ways. Keep in mind, this is war, right? At this point, I'm not so concerned about this guy's health or hurting him, right? So I'm coming down, straight knee to groin, okay? All my weight, boom, right here, all right? Or knee to chest, or knee to belly, knee to sternum, okay? And if I'm here, you got a saying in the teams, 2 is 1, 1 is none. If I've already hit him once, I might as well hit him again, right? So if I'm here, I'm coming down with another strike, okay? And then at this point, I don't want to stay on top of this guy right here because I have stuff that's exposed to him now, right? We haven't searched him or anything like that. He might have a knife on him, something like this. He can go for arteries. My weapon is here, my kit. You know, he can reach up and try to grab things. He could try to gouge my eyes, whatever. I don't want to hang out here. This is just to gain that initial control. All right, so once I'm here, I've struck him again. All right, now I'm gonna go for, I want him face down. So I'm gonna reach across whatever side I'm on, okay? Then I'm gonna just reach the opposite wrist, and I'm gonna take a big step back and pull him backwards. All right, so now I'm here, right? So from here, he's face down. I've taken away a lot of his potential in attacking me, right? So now from here, I'm gonna go, let's come to the front. All right, so now I got him turned over, right? And I got his arm here. I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna have his head facing away from me, okay? Remember, this is war, this is not MMA, this is not wrestling, this is not a game. These people can be in fear for their lives, all right, and they'll do anything they can, bite, scratch, whatever. So I'm gonna keep his head away from me, all right? I don't want him trying to bite my legs or anything like that. Plus, it makes it a lot harder for him to roll out of this position. I have his arm in between my legs, and it's pinned tight. My knees are on his spine right here, okay? I have this arm locked out. So from here, this is our basic prisoner control position, okay? So from here, there's a couple different submissions we can do to control this guy. So one, just tap when it's too much, okay? I can just simply grab his wrist here, hardly any effort. And I'm going to go right over the opposite shoulder. It's that easy. And that is a shoulder lock on him, extremely painful. And if he doesn't, if I keep cranking it down, I'm going to dislocate his shoulder. All right? I also have different strikes from here. His spine is exposed right here. I can come down with 12 to 6 elbows straight on his spine. Okay? I can hit his face here. His face is exposed. All right? There's a wrist lock as well. You grab the meat of his palm here with your fingers. Bring your thumb in between the pinky and ring knuckle, going straight down towards the
Ladies
head,
and gentlemen, we're looking for a blue hoodie with Hollidaysburg on it.
That's simple.
And 138 on the sleeve.
Then, from
Help us
here,
out, please.
we can move straight into cuffing, okay? So I just reach over, grab his other hand. I have my cuffs here. All right, these are zip cuffs. These are cuffs that in the SEAL teams we carry a lot of because they're lightweight, they're flexible. You can manipulate them in your kit however you like. So a quick way to cuff someone, especially we're operating at nighttime on nods in night vision goggles, so you don't always want to zoom in and out. So for quickness purposes, we just stick our hand through the cuff, grab their hand, grab all their fingers so they're not catching on the cuff, and just pull it through. All right, and that's something that you can do with your eyes closed, and you don't even need to look. Okay. Same thing with the other hand.
Coach Paul Myers from Connecticut. Mat 29, Coach Paul Myers of Connecticut. Please report to Mat 29.
We're going to move into a search. Okay, we want to search this guy. We don't know if he's got weapons on him or anything like that. We're just doing an initial search to get the immediate stuff that he could hurt us with, right? Say if he had a knife in his belt line or something like that, just because his hands are cuffed doesn't mean his fingers are. He can still get to his belt line, even cuffed, or if he's flexible enough, he's got something hidden in his boot, right? This guy's not. But from the search, we're going to marshal the guy up, okay? So I'm going to come in, and I'm not going to bother talking with this guy because a lot of the times they don't speak English anyway, right? You might not have an interpreter with you. So I just do it the simple way, right? I do everything simple. Keep it simple. I come under his chin here, and I'm putting pressure on his throat, pulling it towards me. I'm going to just simply apply pressure and start yanking him up, and he's going to want to come up to relieve that pain, all right? People have instincts. One of those is to breathe, okay? And he's going to want to continue to breathe. So I'm going to let himself up. He's cuffed right now, so his weight's going to come back to me, so I'm going to brace for that. I'm going to start pulling. Wherever the head goes, the body's going to follow. All right, now we're up. Now from here, there's different kinds of ways you can marshal. Okay, I'm going to come up here and take his spine. So you got someone that's real tall, and you're marshaling them. You come under here on their chin, you put their spine out of alignment, okay? Now you take this guy who was 6'2", and now he's 5'2". All right, we can marshal him this way, or you can simply just grab his cuffs, walk him different ways. All right, so that's combative, really down and dirty, super streamlined, obviously for this demonstration. But hope you guys enjoyed that. So now, myself and Lieutenant JG here, we're going to switch into wrestling shoes and some wrestling shorts and GT gear, and we're going to see what you guys got. All right? Good.